Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So, last couple days I've been hauling stuff over to the barn. It's not winter time yet, but winter time will be here before we know it. And some of the stuff I wasn't going to take over here to the barn, but I had some unfortunate event happen the other day that really just peed me off big time. So I pretty much have got everything out of the front yard, so if it happened again, then it's gonna be on camera. So I've been hauling the past few days all my junk over to the barn that I want to keep. The hay season's pretty much over. I mean, it's still growing, but you're not gonna be able to get it dry, so I'm gonna just probably say it's a wrap on hay season for the season. I might give it one more go, maybe, but just have to see what happens. So I've pretty much hauled everything I want to over here to the barn already. And right now I'm back on my way over there with my skid loader. Because that 470 Alice loader that you guys seen, I hauled it on over to the barn just because no one's gonna bring me what I want for it. It's too nice of a loader to leave outside. So I figure I'll go put it away in the barn and forget about it. Because I made way more money on that tractor that it was on than, I don't know. But yeah, so I hauled that loader over. I hauled my 826, my 7030, my D17, and a couple other machines over here. But yeah, to get them all fit in the barn, I gotta pull everything out of the barn and rearrange it all and put it back in. So yeah, it's dry and I gotta get her done before it rains again. So I guess when I get over there, I'll read a Bible verse over you guys and then get started on rearranging this barn. So made it over here to the barn, and before I get to dragging everything out to rearrange it all, I need to read a Bible verse over you guys. And today we're going to be reading out of Matthew chapter 6 verses 14 and 15. And it says, "For if you forgive people their wrongdoing, your heavenly Father will forgive you as well. But if you don't forgive people, your Father will not forgive your wrongdoing." So there's today's Bible verses for you guys. And if you enjoy them, make sure to stay tuned to the channel as I read a Bible verse over you guys every single video. So, yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna run back in there to the barn real quick, show you all what my dilemma is, and then set you guys on the tripod and see what we can get done. Made it back here with my skid steer and my tripod. And as you guys can see, I've got some stuff drug over here, and then the barn is a disaster. So I brought my D17 diesel, this 190 here, because I ain't got much money in it and it don't pop out of gear, so why get rid of it? And my 826 there. The loader frame, the loader's still up there, and then the duals and the rest of the sheet metal for that 190. And the tools, I went to put them on this pallet here and broke one of the valve stems off, so always something. But yeah, in the barn here, as you guys can tell, it's an unorganized disaster. So I got a grain drill there that might be fine, and then this grain drill was hooked up to my D17, but me wanting to use my D17 this year, I had to unhook it, and then I just laid it there. So I honestly forgot pallets at home, which sucks because I need to set that loader on pallets so it don't rot away. And then I want to set this drill on pallet, which I think I'm gonna use that pallet actually to set that drill on, but I still need loader pallets. So what my plan is here is to just drag everything out of the barn and just start fresh. So the 6-bottom plow right here just taking up a bunch of room, so I'm probably gonna bring it back here and put it like sideways and then start lining up the implements and whatnot. Because I'd like to fit some of the hay equipment in here too. Just to kind of get it out of the weather for the winter. But yeah, so I got this sprayer here that needs to move. Cultimalture, Farmall M, this 7030 here, roto baler, 200, square baler, that plow, 7030, and the drill. So, I guess I'm just gonna sit you guys on the tripod and start getting everything ripped out of here, and then start figuring out how I want to lay it out to fit as much as possible as I can in here. And if you guys think this is all I own, nope, it's not. I got a lot more. So if you want to see a collection video, I might give you guys one maybe next year sometime, when I have everything all in one place. So if that's something you guys want to see, make sure to leave it down in the comments below, because this ain't everything I own. So yeah, I guess what I'm gonna do now, set you guys on the tripod, start yanking all this junk out of here, and then start rearranging. As you guys can tell, it's pretty much empty now. I just moved the plow down. I figure it'll sit right there just as good as it's gonna sit long ways, and then I'll just push the cultimalture back in right here just in case we need it, even though we ain't gonna need it. But it'll be there if it needs to come out, and then I'll probably just put the sprayer back in its same spot too, and then I'll start lining up the rest of the junk. So probably push the roto baler and the little square baler in next, and I'm gonna throw that pallet down right there and set my snap coupler drill on it, because I ain't ever gonna use that thing. It's just more for like a collection piece. So I'll just stuff it there out of the way, and then my plan is to just back the tractors up against the wall. I think that's how I'm gonna fit as many as I can in here, and go that route. And then I don't know exactly. Whatever way I can fit the most stuff in here is what I'm gonna do. And if I can't fit it all, then I'll haul it to the other barn and put it in the other barn. So, yeah, I guess what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get a thumbnail picture out there. But then I'm gonna come back out here and push the sprayer back in. I got all the trees all knocked down, and then I'll push the cultimalture back in, and then I'll start pulling that stuff back in. So yes, I'll set you guys back on the tripod now and see if we can't clean this up. Coming along super nicely. I did go ahead and move my drill. I was right here and put it back there. So I got both balers in, both drills, the sprayer and the cultipacker all back in here, and it's starting to look pretty nice. I left enough room here to still walk around and whatnot, but this drill's actually in way better shape than this drill. But got it set on the pallet there, and yeah, and I think backing up the tractors against the wall is gonna work out really well. But I forgot about the loader that I want to put in here, and it's gonna sit really, really well right there. So I need to go find some pallets, and if I can't find pallets, then I'm gonna run back home and grab some pallets. But yeah, that loader should fit well right in there, and then I'll put this 7030 like this just down a little bit more, and I'll bring my other 7030 and set it right next to it, and then figure out how I want to line up the rest of them. I am going to leave my 826 easy to get to, just because that one is on my agenda to pretty much completely go through this winter. is my plan on the 826, unless I just find a really sweet 1066 that I'd rather put my money in than that. But I still do plan on fixing it. I'm not selling it, so don't even message me on wanting to buy it, because it's not for sale. But yeah, I'm gonna line them up how I have the 70-30 right now, and then I will just back some up against the wall long ways over there, so I can still walk through the middle and not be so tight that you're touching everything. So I guess I'm gonna go search for some pallets, see if I can't find any, and if I can't, I'm gonna run home and grab some, and when I get back, I'll set you guys back on the tripod and wrap this up. This project's gonna wait until another day. I got both 70-30s in here just fine. As you guys can tell, sitting pretty. I did go ahead and get the loader and the loader bracket all up on pallets. And then figured that fit pretty well right there, them duals. So I stuffed them under there. And then, yeah, looking pretty good so far. This 190, I'd be done by now if this 190 would have just fired up for me. But this 190 won't do nothing, and it's getting frustrating. And before I tear anything up, I think I'm just gonna go on home. Because normally I'd fire up with a jump, and now I can't get it to do crap. And this little Thomas here is a piece of junk. It's too small to do anything with. So I already took my skid loader back home. So I'm just gonna wait till another day, bring my skid loader over. If this stupid 190 won't start, I'll push it in here with my skid loader and be just fine. So still got the 826, the 200, and the Farmall M to all bring in here. I put my D17 there for now. It might stay there, I'm not sure yet. I was hoping the loader would fit right back here, but it's way too big. So I just put the frame back here, which is, oh well. If the loader would have fit back here, that would have been sweet. I would have still had room for a tractor right there. Most likely that Farmall M, but oh well. So take Thomas back up there, put it away, and come back out here and get my truck and go on home. Well guys, I'm back over here at the barn for day 2, hopefully today. It goes pretty smooth and I get done quick because I should have had all this done yesterday, but something always goes wrong, and I figured I'd better just go home. I was getting tired and hungry, and before I tore anything up, I figured I just better go home and eat and relax the rest of the evening because it was getting pretty late. But I made it back over here this morning, and I brought a battery with me because this 190 here had this battery in it, but it was getting weak and didn't want to do nothing. So I brought a battery out of the 8010 that I'm about to part out, and I threw it in here because it's the only T-post or top post battery that I have that's a spin on, or whatever you want to call it. And I know it's in good shape because it spins over the 8010 just fine. So I got it installed, so hopefully this thing gets running today and we can finish up stacking all these tractors in the barn. So I got to put this 190, I'm gonna line it up same way as a 70-30 right here, and then I'm back my 200 in against the wall right here probably, and then figure out where I'm gonna put the M, and then put my 826 right here at the doorway, just so I can get it out real easy, even if I have to bring my trailer back here this winter and winch it on, because I don't know if it's going to start if it's real cold this winter. I heard it's going to be a pretty nasty winter from the talks of it. So if I got to winch it on, I got to winch it on. So I guess what I'm going to do now is set you guys on the tripod, hope and pray that this thing fires up, because I really don't want to bring my skid steer back over here. So I'm gonna sit you guys on a tripod now on time-lapse mode and hopefully get this project wrapped up. So far, so good. This is coming together super nice. I'm thankful for that. 200 fit real good right there. I honestly wish it was a bit farther back. Just keep sunlight off of it, but it'll be fine. But the 190 here, it fired up, thankfully. And I got it backed in its home here. And I actually never realized this for however long I've owned this thing. Well, I actually sold to my dad, and then we worked out something else and he gave back to me. So this is my tractor again, and I never noticed this, but the tack actually works. It was at 61 when I backed it in here. So I believe those might be actual hours on this thing. Looking at the clutch pedal wear and the brake pedal wear, I'm gonna believe that these might be actual hours. It looks a little rough just because it's set outside. It sat outside before I got it. And it probably wasn't treated the best, but if I can guarantee those are actual hours, and this thing might be worth a pretty penny. This thing is, well, it's a 2-owner tractor now, but I got all the paperwork with it, and this thing was a 1-owner tractor, and it's got 5,500 original hours on it with a working tack. But this thing's about the tightest 200 I've ever been around, so I'm gonna hang on to that thing. But yeah, come together, super nice. Next up is the M, and I think I'm gonna pull my D17 diesel back out and shove the M, the back right up against there, and then put the nose of it right up there and go from there. So I guess I'm gonna go back up there to the barn, grab the skid steer, and see if I can't get this M pushed in here and wrap this thing up. Just like that, we got it all in there. So it's amazing what can happen overnight. Everything was going terrible yesterday, and everything went smooth this morning. So got 200 backed in, the 826 backed in, and the M back in here. I was gonna put the 826 right up against the 200, but I figure if I do another cut of hay, I might as well stuff the 826 against the D17 so I can still get it out, just in case I do. But yeah, everything's in here. It ain't gonna fit much more, so I have to put all the other junk away in another barn, where I already have some stuff. I got too much junk, but I guess that's a good thing. So yeah, it's all tucked away here in the barn. The front yard's getting clean, so I guess that's good. And hopefully what happened a couple weeks ago don't ever happen again, because there's plenty of cameras, so I'll catch you if you do it. So, but I cleaned up over there, so it ain't gonna happen again. If I do, then you're gonna get talking to. So I ain't gonna tell you what happened, but just know it really, not too many things pissed me off, but this one really ticked me off. And if I receive a phone call from this person again, we're gonna have talking. So yeah, I guess hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of me rearranging the barn and getting some of my junk in here. If you want to see a collection tour, then leave that down in the comments below. Probably won't be this year, just because I don't have all of my junk in one spot. But when I do get all my junk in one spot, I'll probably do a collection video for you guys if that's something you want to see. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button for me. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. And everything you see in the barn here, honestly ain't for sale. I might let one of the 30s go, but that's about the only thing in this barn that I really care to let go. So don't shoot me messages wanting to buy any of this junk, because I'd rather look at it right here than sell it. So yeah, I guess if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. Make sure to tag along on my adventures, because you never know what I'm gonna post. So I guess I'll catch y'all on the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care and God bless.